They deceive me and close in on Aryan Road. But it's not like I'm just going to stand by and watch. I will slaughter them all.
So this is the Silver Maiden. Seeing it with my own eyes, I finally understand its strength. Especially the fact that its strength is distributed across its frontal defenses. We'll attack the front and keep our enemy occupied, while the others enter by the east gate.
Tightness, my lovely dolls. Seek out the enemy and destroy them. And if the chance presents itself, I wouldn't mind being rid of those unsightly kingdom forces too.
Are those Cornelius' magical weapons? Impressive.
What's my strategy?
I'll cut a bloody path.
I will prevail.
Ready for anything. What's the plan?
For the Empire!
I'm awake.
I do this for all of us. More fighting.
I'll cut through.
Let's clean up. Feels good to fight for our cause. We all choose our paths, and I've chosen mine. I fight for my lord to the death.
I am the king's shield, devoted to protecting the kingdom, as well as the king's lands, who kills his foes. In the name of House Baldarius, I will defeat you all! Yeah!
Here is something to do! All is going to plan. Try hard to... I must lead them well. Traps awaiting us inside the castle. But with such large-scale traps, there must be some sort of mechanism to control them.
You are in my way!
So this is it. Your Majesty, please bring us victory.
Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers.
functional. There must be more of these devices.
Whatever it takes. I was just stronger. What a bother.
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Go for the kill. Stay down. Next. Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers. One of us has to die. This is my stage now.
I will not let down my guard. I will not back down one step. This is the cost of war.
Predictable. It won't be in vain. One.
Thank you.
That's it for me. I still have more to do, after all.
Ready for anything.
Pretty good, huh? Thanks.
Is that it?
For her grand ambitions.
will prevail.
Alright, next.
I'd better keep up. A little scratch won't stop me. I must go through. I am nearing my limit. Inspire me. Be careful.
Just be careful. Did you think I'd let you go?
Going for the kill. Stay down. What's my strategy? I will prevail. I fight for justice's name. Appreciate it. Feels good to fight for a cause. I'll grow.
I will protect Aryan Road to the bitter end. This I have promised to my ancestors, to His Majesty, and to myself.
Maybe I've become like him.
The traps have been disabled. It should be safe to advance now. Our goal is Cornelia. Let's make this an all-out assault.
I will not die here. doubted you. What's the plan?
A waste of time. Not my...
Is this my last stand?
Sorry.
Well done. Oh my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
Didn't earn my keep.
I'll cut through.
So this is as far as I could get. All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece. What a delightful dance.
Victory is ours. Aryan Road has fallen. Another army will take control of Aryan Road. As for us, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. It won't be long before all of Fodlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach. What turn of events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I've deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon, dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, would it not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying. praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Disintegrated?
Why would he do that? Was Lord Arundel just here? So that would mean...
Hubert, give me the full report.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Aryan Road.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we forced them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aelel, the Valley of Torment. This is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes, the probability is high. North of Garrymach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. They pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. Believed it may have been the work of the goddess, but it was accurate. That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Aryan Road will not have died in vain.
Indeed, it would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher. I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there. Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdinand will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdinand. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement. Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for, and so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhart. We have but one order. to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way. We can't let that happen.
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldaria's territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
So, Aryan Road has fallen. Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial Army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial Army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
there is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains. The same plains where the so-called divine Saros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lu created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial Army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Saros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blathed are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. And with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet. Please, don't get yourself killed trying to protect me. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
Okay.
If we win this battle, it will be an end to the kingdom and to the church. Under the Empire, an era of peace would begin. Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such.
Such resolve.
It's convincing to say the least. I wonder, is the collapse of Aryan Road really the church's doing? Or could it be that... Never mind me. Just thinking aloud.
Right.
Pardon me. I have a fiancée back home, and I promised her I'd come back alive. No matter how tough the fight gets, I won't die. I have to survive and make it back to her.
Professor! Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Did you want something? Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. Or rather, I was thinking about work. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs. Apparently, he'd forgotten about his work duties. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Oh, brother. Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get some well-earned rest back home with my mother.
almost to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. Just imagine, the war might almost be over. But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What in the world's happened? What is the Saros Church, really? I always have, and I always will.
The idea of defeating Rhea is beginning to feel more like a reality. Some may say that I'm returning her goodwill with betrayal, but I believe I've worked off my debt. The real problem is a certain someone else. That's right. She was my partner, after all. I haven't seen her since leaving the Knights. I can see her coming to slaughter me, driven by her mixed emotions of love and hate.
The Knights of Saros are led by the Archbishop herself, and the Kingdom Army is led by none other than the King. I have faith that the Imperial Army will prevail, but it still makes my knees feel a bit wobbly.
Professor!
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The time has finally come to set out for the kingdom capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month, but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Oh well, let's forget about that. Hey! I thought you were going to attack the kingdom capital, but you attacked Aryan Road instead? Well, you sure had me fooled. She's a tricksy one, that Lady Edelgard. But this time, you really are going for the capital, right? Professor?
Professor, I have worries. What have I been achieving? When the war is ended, I will be returning to Bridget with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler? I have gratitude. I will take your words into my heart. Bridget pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
Okay, I'm thinking...
Rumor has it, King Dimitri is always accompanied by a man from Dusker with a terrifying face. And what's more, this man is said to be so huge, he's often mistaken for a bear.
That reminds me, if the enemy forces come to intercept us, chances are high that we'll clash on the Tailtean Plains. The Tailtean Plains were the site of a famous battle in ancient times, right? That's what some book type at the library said, at any rate. How about
Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Ire as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences. I hope that is true. I used to be so naive. For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
Hey, I could use a hand.
I'm glad I asked you.
Professor,
Yeah. All right. Off to the kingdom capital we go. Yeah. I feel like I've said that before. All right. I'm fired up and ready to go.
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something. Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough? You think so? Alright, I believe you. I'm ready for this. I am. Yeah, we're going to win.
What do you say? I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice, and so does the kingdom. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise, so we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle, but let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
They used to call my father the Shield of Fargus. Now he's gone, and Aryan Road has fallen. Yet the Knights of Seros remain, as does the Boar. What terrifies me most is his stubbornness. He'll keep on fighting to the last man. He's a monster. I've seen it firsthand.
That reminds me.
Over 1,000 years ago now, not long after the Adrestian Empire was founded, the first emperor and his army, with the aid of Seros, set out on a campaign to the north with the aim of unifying Fulton. Meanwhile, in the northern reaches of Fulton, Nemesis, the king of liberation, raised an army to take down the Empire. Both armies clashed on the Tailtean Plains, where Seros felled Nemesis. As a result, the conflict ended in a victory for the Empire. It's known as the Battle of Tailtean.
Professor,
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. I can appreciate that.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will... I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Cromia. Cornelia, whom we defeated at Aryan Road, was also one of his. An irksome sort. We must not fail to be rid of him. He is a maggot, crawling in the filth of the world, feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
Edelgard first invited me to join this army, I, to be frank, thought her dream utterly ridiculous. But at my advanced age, I was tempted by the notion of chasing a seemingly impossible dream through blood, sweat, and tears. 5 years on, the unification of Fodlan is slowly becoming a reality. It may soon be possible to abolish the nobility and create a world where none need suffer due to crests. You need not say anything. I will stay by your side, and hers, to the very end.
Professor, do you mind if I complain about something, well, personal? Of course you don't. This army is almost all single men. If that marital status came before or during the war, I'm not to say. The point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I wind up treating hundreds of men every week. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yet... Forget that. I can't even find a boyfriend. Marriage is just a joke. Just a sick joke. At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery. Professor? This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garreg Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war. Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead. Are you certain? If so, please help me raise the morale of our allies.
Ah, here you are.
What's up, Lynn? Come to invite me to dinner?
Well, that too, but first there's something I wish to say. I believe I previously implied that it's okay to live out your days by running away from what troubles you. And I think that I was unkind to you.
What are you talking about?
To be honest, while I try to be easygoing, I currently feel a bit uneasy about something. One of the effects of running away constantly is that eventually one runs out of places to, well, run. Because I avoid memories I find unpleasant, the number of things I avoid is forever increasing. I've never learned to deal with the pain of my past, so I can never increase my tolerance toward new pains.
And?
That's all. But there are some nights where it really worries me.
That's what you wanted to say? It'd be the same if you weren't avoiding things. You'd just be up at night wondering what was coming next. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you showing me a glimpse of your real self for the first time.
For the first time? Each time I speak, I show my real self.
So, what about that conversation we had?
Which conversation?
When you said I was a great woman, was that true?
Of course. You have too low an opinion of yourself.
I thought you were just trying to make me feel better. I didn't really think you looked at me that way, Lynn.
Why? Is it so strange? You seemed rather happy about it at the time.
It's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. You're weird, Lynn. You know, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Maybe I laughed too much.
Good. I was going to invite you to dinner.
You were?
When I walked in, you asked if I'd come to invite you to dinner. I said yes. But I can't be bothered to walk into town. Shall we visit the dining hall?
What? Oh, fine. Show me this easygoing way of yours.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
I would be liking that greatly.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any...
No.
Before I left the church, I recall Lady Rhea saying something strange. Something about how she would recover her mother, no matter what. Do you think Lady Rhea's mother is buried in Garrett Mock or something?
I believe I have it, or nearly. No, listen. I believe I have explored. No, listen. I'll take it. I don't need this. I'll take it. I don't. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
At this point,
Brigid Pride.
The idea, some may say,
I work to grow.
I have a question for you, Professor.
Can't let this power go unused.